And at last, we are near that end game, baby. Finally. And I gotta say, I believe Strike Witches, right next to Love Life, were one of the first to really know how to use their CGI well, mixed in with their 2D animation. Even to this day, a lot, and I mean a lot of studios. Studios are even better than the ones that are being used to make Strike Witches. And also, Love Life to actually do a better job when it comes to using a CGI. I just gotta give it praise, you know. I mean, Studio Madhouse really sucked at using CGI despite how famous they used to be. Let's face it, we haven't heard anything from Studio Madhouse in a good while since that terrible, and I mean terrible show called After Lost. Dear God, what a note to die on. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about this amazing episode that is Strike Witches, you know. After the fallout from the last episode, Miyafuji can't use her powers until 10 days. But 10 days is not enough. Believe it or not, people don't think this, but a lot of money is spent hourly, not just daily, but hourly, when military activity is happening. And a lot of people need to understand that. So when people said, oh, why do military have so much money sometimes? And I believe they probably do have so much money. But then again, it costs a lot of money to do things. Just think about it. It would cost a lot of money just for a SWAT team to answer a call and to go out there to do what they need to do. Imagine what the military has to do every single day and hour. To move stuff, to create stuff, to gather resources, to travel around. They're not just having that money for no reason, like, oh, we have so much money, we're not doing anything with it. They're doing something with that money. And it costs them money, you know? That's just the reality of it. So I believe a lot of people just don't understand how money and resources really work in certain areas of the world. That being said, Miyafuji is a little bit upset about that. But at the same time, we all know Shizuka is really feeling guilty. You know, she believes it's her fault for not doing the mission well and getting injured, causing Miyafuji being forced to use her powers to, you know, feel like that this might be the end for Miyafuji unless some sort of, you know, magical BS happens towards the end where her powers are okay at last. Again, we'll have to wait and see. This could just be, you know, a nerve reaction where, you know, where something's dead, but there's just a few bit of energy left inside of it, of a dead body, for me, when I'm explaining Miyafuji's power when it comes to that. You know, that could be a possibility. So the fact that they had to take away, you know, that striker unit that was probably the best striker unit ever created, and they had to ship it out. Even that costs money. I'm just saying. It's like when you get your packages from FedEx, UPS, and Amazon, that costs money. You know, it's not free. You gotta remember that. You know, resources aren't cheap, despite how rich a company or base is. That's just simple fact. That being said, they have a new kind of tank that can go against the Norway Raw, which is RATTE, Rat, I guess. It's a very impressive tank, humongous, by the way, and the general is riding it. Of course, they're showing the meeting of how they're telling how they had tried to delay the operation but couldn't, with the other higher ups are just a bunch of old geezers who are just flopping their egos around. And unfortunately, that part itself is actually very true. Most of the militaries are run by people who've been in it for years, and they dedicate their lives for it, and they did nothing else. So because of that, they were rewarded of being, you know, head honcho. So they spend most of their time just flapping their gums around and boast about how, you know, they're better than everybody else. Even though they're all technically kind of the same sometimes. Anyways, once again, I enjoyed the fight scenes. It wasn't as epic just yet as the ending fight scenes towards season 2. That was pretty epic. Like, they were pulling off cool combos in fights during those last parts of season 2, and even 1, I would say. So we'll have to wait and see about that. But anyways, Miyafuji's pretty much doing what she did in the movie, where she didn't have her powers. She still wanted to help out no matter what. Just like Sakamoto. Sakamoto, even though she lost her powers, still likes to help out within the military. And with Miyafuji, she's a medic, you know? She does what she can do, you know, helping out the soldiers, even with the general being hit He was bleeding a lot too from the just a scratch. That was not just a scratch, man. Flesh wound, yeah, we can argue about that, but it's not just a scratch. Because scratches don't cause that much bleeding, man. I gotta be a very deep, deep cut, baby. With that being said, Miyafuji, doing what she usually does, what she's good at, So it was good that she didn't just rely on her witch powers, for of healing people, but she can also, learn medicine and how to bandage people up. And you'll be surprised how many people around you don't know how to bandage people up and what they have to do, the proper procedures to bandage people up. You don't just wrap a bandage around them. You gotta get that thing cleaned and bleed out, first of all. So she's doing her thing while the witches realize where she's at. She's still on the battlefield helping out any way she can. However, the Noroi wall is just too powerful. That thing keeps regenerating. And, of course, the swarms are coming out. I was really hoping to see the Noroi witch. We'll probably see it at the end. Who knows? I was really hoping. And for some reason, I felt like we're about to see the Noroi witch this season. It kind of sucked they didn't use the Noroi witch. I thought they would use it, but hopefully they'll use it some other time. Who knows? But probably in the crossovers, it would be nice because some people were asking, where are the other witches in these operations? Well, just like we're in war and you have a lot of other units out there on the field, they all can't just come together like that. That's not how war works. Everyone has their base of operation and what they need to do. That's just how it is. Now, that being said, speaking of crossovers, we saw the main character, Hikari, from Brave Witches, looking at Miyafuji saying, I've seen her somewhere before. A lot of people were wondering, why isn't Miyafuji that famous? She's only famous to among certain people, but she's supposed to be a secret right now, in a way. She wasn't supposed to be well known, like I said before in the earlier videos of the season. See the secret, so that's why not a lot of people know about Miyafuji compared to Hikari, who, if she does more famous stuff, she will be more well known. But yes, we got to see Hikari in this battle, which, well, not in the battle, but you can see her thing. Only teasing, hopefully, when they do a crossover, we get to see it. We get to see all the Fuso witches from each story, The one from Noble Witches, the one, of course, from Brave Witches, Strike Witches, and probably one from Land Witches. But then again, Land Witches was also another group of Baron elites as well came together. I don't think we'll be able to see Land Witches. We saw only a little glimpse of Land Witches during the Brave Witch series, but I don't think we'll be able to see Land Witches. And how do I know about this? Read the book World Witches, which tells about all the squadron facts and all other great stuff. Even you get to see all the aces as well. It's a very good book. I enjoy it. Anyways, we got one episode left until it all ends, man. Until, of course, but don't worry, we get another show next season, actually. And I thought it was just the Idol thing, the Idol Witch thing, but no, it's not just that. We're also getting something else, a little crossover. I hope it won't just be a funny gag crossover. I'm actually hoping it will be something of some value to the story. Like I said, there's so many things that have yet to be unraveled within the World Witch series, so I hope they take it a bit more seriously. But it takes a lot of money to do that. Because if you haven't noticed, every time Strike Witches comes out with a new season, another studio is doing it. And it's impressive how the art style and the animation stays very close to the same. The point where you can't sometimes tell, no, you can't tell the difference, Because usually when an anime switches to another studio, the art style and also the animation changes a lot. But it seems like with Strike Witches, it only gets better and better. So they're really making sure that this series is being taken care of with high standard. And I appreciate that very much. So good job. I think Studio Sunrise is doing it this time, which is also doing the Love Live series. So anyways, that's what I got for this episode, man. We're almost there, people. Almost there. And I'll probably try to review it Wednesday or probably just still next Thursday because it is Christmas Eve by then. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on anime. Signing out.